The Willows in Hamburg is an assisted living center. It has a variety of services so that residents can select the best level of care to suit their needs. It is located in Hamburg Subdivision in Lexington, Kentucky, tucked back in the residential area far away from the busy shopping centers and commercial areas. It is an elegant residential center for rehabilitation that is furnished and decorated more like a home than a clinic. Instead of a cafeteria, it has a dining room and the tables even have tablecloths on them. Residents can stay in this assisted living home for a few days, weeks, or as long as they need. Our group members were Kagen, Coby, and McKenna. The goal of our service learning project was to work within this community of older adults and get them to engage physically and mentally for an hour each week, at a time when they otherwise might not make the effort to be in this social environment. We wanted to give them an opportunity to engage with young, healthy, active students who could help them improve themselves in a positive social setting. We had the opportunity to continue a program that was already in place, playing bingo and adding an exercise routine we developed. We called the numbers out manually rather than using the recorded program, and we implemented exercises designed to increase their strength, balance, and endurance. We explained to them that these exercises would help decrease their likelihood of falling or maybe injuring themselves in another way. The participants were originally attracted to this weekly event because of bingo bucks and prizes they win from playing bingo, but they ended up enjoying the exercises that we added. We made them feel included and capable so they could soon realize that any exercise is better than no exercise. We explained the advantages and taught class in a positive, engaging way to make sure everyone felt included and successful.
Our group varied slightly from week to week, but most participants came back each week. The group was typically 10 to 12 older adults, and all but one was wheelchair bound. Some had very minimal mobility. Each of the participants have some physical impairment. Many have considerable limitations, so we made sure to present a variety of adaptations of the exercises that could be inclusive to all. Some could do upper body, some could not, and the same for lower body. We made sure to keep the skill level, pace, and the repetition to the level where they felt successful. Our demographic was all white, mostly women with one man. They would say they came for the bingo, but they ended up enjoying the exercises too. We know this because they would tell you what they like and don't like. To achieve our objectives with this class, we explained the program and the importance of exercising at whatever level you can. We made sure to let them know they would not have to do anything they were uncomfortable doing. We felt it was relaxed and fun with no pressure to perform. We had at least one student team member present for each scheduled class who showed up with a positive attitude and energy to share. The goal each week was to improve their physical and mental engagement for that hour by being a positive influence. They were always happy to see us and thanked us after each class. From the first class to the last, we saw improvements in their ability to sit down, pick things up, twist their bodies, move around, stretch, and they seemed to have more energy by the end of the hour than they started with. We accomplished our goal, which was to get them engaged in any form of exercise that would improve their physical or mental well-being. We were not always able to get every person to do every exercise, but we were able to get every person engaged and responsive during each visit. Overall, by the end, we saw improvements in all participants. To improve the outcomes even more, we would need a program that meets more frequently than once a week, so that we could be more involved with each person on an individual level. Once a week is too long between sessions for these older adults, as many would forget the directions from week to week and we'd have to re-explain many of the exercises. Additional students in the program would have improved the outcome as well. What we noticed was that the participants seemed to engage more with us than they did with each other. They connected with us and opened up to us, so more one-on-one time with them would have increased the success of this program. We enjoyed seeing the difference we made with this group of older adults. They were always happy to see us, appreciative of our time. We could see the activity board, and this was typically the only social activity this group could actively participate in for the entire day. It made us feel good to be the highlight of their day. Other than the social aspect, we knew the exercises we had them do. really could be the difference between falling or not falling and possibly preventing a hip fracture. This group of older adults benefited from the opportunity to engage with us. We built relationships with them which gave them another community to be a part of. This helped improve their mood and overall health. They enjoyed the social side mostly, getting to talk to us, hearing about the weather outside. Just a simple conversation would cheer them up. They knew on some level that the exercise was helping, and they took it more seriously each time. We know they were exercising more with us being there than they would without us. So for this 1 hour, we made a difference in their lives. They also loved bingo and winning the prizes.
We learned how to create exercises for a specific group, older adults with a variety of limitations, mostly wheelchair bound. Some with cognitive issues. To make each individual feel successful, we learned how to adapt exercises for each individual's skill and pace, while making them feel good about themselves at the same time. We learned a lot about dealing with this age group. It is so much more than just a physical aspect. For many, we alleviated depression for a short time by creating something they look forward to each week. We learned how to share leadership of a program to ensure a successful outcome. Just putting these two varied groups, young, healthy students with positive attitude, and older, more physically and mentally challenged patients, together for an hour each week improved the lives of both groups. We, the students, learned valuable lessons about older adults and how they need social attention. The adults learned that the students could help them feel good about themselves again. If we were to improve this exercise program, we would devote more time and resources to it, to make it more often and more in-depth. We would spend more time getting to know each person on an individual level and tailor exercises for each one. And we'd have more one-on-one training for each person in the program. Classes would be at least 4 times a week. Bingocize proves that combining exercise with a fun game like bingo is a great way to help older adults improve their range of motion, raise their mood, and create a social environment that helps them feel good about themselves. We all learn that exercise at any age is a good thing. Any level, pace, or amount of repetition is better than none at all. Even the ones who could not remember the exercises from week to week showed improvement and were happier and healthier, not just for that hour but for the duration of the program. Engaging the body and mind for this group of older adults with mental and physical limitations was a great experience, and we feel like we made a positive difference. All of the participants let us know that it was a positive experience for them personally. 1 in 4 Americans aged 65 and older falls each year. Every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated in the emergency room for a fall. Every 19 minutes, an older adult dies from a fall. Falls are the leading cause of fatal injury and the most common cause of trauma-related hospital admissions among older adults. These 4 fall prevention tips for older adults can mean the difference between a fractured or broken pelvis or hip. The first one is have your medication reviewed often. Second one is have your eyes checked regularly. Third one is have your home safe. The fourth one is stay active and exercise. Us here at Bingocize teach all of these, but we mainly focus on stay active and exercise.
Now left. Back to the center. Right. Back to the center. Left. Back to the center. One more. Right.